This ride leaves Hà Giang and heads east toward Bao Lac, following a quieter, less traveled road through some of northern Vietnam's most rugged and overlooked terrain. Compared to the more famous routes around Dong Van and Mio Vac, this road feels calmer and more introspective. Traffic thins quickly, and the landscape begins to open into a series of long valleys, forested slopes, and winding river corridors. The mountains are still dramatic, but here they feel broader and more distant, giving the ride a different rhythm. This region sits deep in Vietnam's northern highlands, close to the Chinese border, where geography has always shaped movement and settlement. Villages appear sporadically along the road, often clustered near rivers or flatter ground where farming is possible. Many of these communities belong to Dai, Nùng, Dao, and Hmong ethnic groups, each adapted in different ways to the land around them. Traveling here, you become aware of how quiet the road can be. Long stretches pass with no towns, no fuel stops, and no services. Distance feels real. If something goes wrong, help may be far away. That sense of isolation sharpens your attention to the road surface, to weather, and to the subtle changes in the landscape. Riding by motorcycle makes these details impossible to miss. You feel the gradual climbs and descents, the cool air drifting down from forested hillsides, and the sudden warmth when the road drops into river valleys. The smell of wet earth, vegetation, and wood smoke drifts across the road as you pass small settlements hidden just beyond view. The terrain along this route reflects a transition zone between harsh limestone highlands and greener river-fed valleys. Steep slopes give way to cultivated fields, bamboo groves, and forested hills. Farming here is still demanding, but water is more accessible than in the far northern karst regions, allowing for rice paddies and mixed agriculture along valley floors. This area has never been culturally uniform. Long before modern borders existed, people moved through these mountains following rivers and passes, trading goods and forming connections between valleys. As a result, language, clothing, and customs can change noticeably as you travel, sometimes within a single day's ride. In many villages, ethnic languages remain the language of home, while Vietnamese is used mainly for trade, school, or contact with the outside world. Approaching Bao Lac, the landscape feels more settled, but no less remote. Bao Lac is a small highland town that serves as a local center for surrounding villages, linking mountain communities with markets, roads, and services further south. It's not a tourist destination in the usual sense, but a practical place shaped by geography and necessity. This ride isn't about dramatic cliff edges or famous viewpoints. Its power lies in continuity, the feeling of moving steadily through a region where daily life follows the contours of land and water. It's a reminder that northern Vietnam is made up of many different worlds, connected not by highways, but by roads like this one. Sometimes the most memorable rides aren't the most extreme. They're the ones that quietly show how people live, move, and adapt in landscapes that demand patience and respect. This road from Hà Giang to Bao Lac is one of those journeys, simple on the map, but rich in experience once you're on it.